Alright guys, today is it's the 5th of November, Wednesday. Shot my deer last year, a year and a week from today. Different patch of woods though. So I shot this little 7-pointer today. Definitely not a bad deer if you look at him. He's a young deer, but he's not too small. I was actually tracking a bigger deer, believe it or not, with tree stand on my back and all that stuff like that. I was walking in and still you could see plenty of snow and cut a big track, and 50 yards from where I cut the track, I come poking through this little, it's kind of hard to see. Behind me it's pretty thick, but in front of the camera it's pretty wide open where it's all, pretty much cedar and pine and whatnot. And about 70 yards ahead of me I saw a deer bedded down, and it stood up, and when it stood up, it was obviously him. I could see it had antlers, and it didn't click with me at the moment that it was a smaller buck. I kind of, you're tracking this big buck, and right ahead of you there's a deer with antlers standing there. You kind of think it is. He takes off running, and I grounded with him a couple times in my mouth, and he stopped at an opening about 110 yards. Put the scope up, saw he was facing the opposite way that he's facing in the camera, so I saw this end of his antler, and saw 3 points, and I was like, oh yeah, it's a nice 8-pointer, and shot. And he went probably, 75 yards. No, probably not that far, probably 60 yards, and piled right up here. So I'm pumped. I'll be honest with you, I was a little bit disappointed when I got up to him and saw he was a smaller buck, but was really hoping for something better this year, because definitely not a wall hanger. But you know what? This is definitely a very respectable deer that I can take home and be extremely proud of and very happy of, and it's just, I'm tickled. This is a nice deer. First one ever shot on snow in Maine. First one ever shot, even though I wasn't tracking him. First one ever shot tracking, and he's definitely a nice deer. Honestly, the one thing I can't believe is, it's the first week of November, obviously, but there's no signs of this buck ever rutting. Doesn't stink. No, he's got no rubbings in with his antlers here. So I got lucky with this one, I'll be honest with you. And but hey, couldn't be happier. Nice buck. Definitely something a lot of people would not pass up, although I think if I would have seen him broadside at 20 yards, had a good look at him, he probably would still be walking right now. But hey, he's definitely a nice deer, and second deer of the season, and the old 270 7600 hasn't let me down 2 years in a row. I'm slowly becoming a big fan of this rifle right here. I have a 700 as well, Remington 700 270, and that's one hell of a rifle. And with this deer, I don't know. This rifle right here, I don't know. You point it towards a deer, and it's pretty vicious. So, because I pooched the shot on this one, I didn't hit him well. I'll be honest with you. I don't know what happened. If I probably jerked it. It was, like I said, it was a quick shot. He stopped in an opening about, about 100 yards, 110 yards ahead of me, and could see his front shoulder and his eye, his head, and one antler, and just put it right on the front shoulder and pow, let him have it. And so, but definitely, see, I'll turn him a little bit. See, like I said, he doesn't have too much, but not a bad deer. One definitely to be proud of. I'll probably try to do my first ever European mount on this deer, because that's what I'm gonna do with this. But, hey, now it's time to break out the bow and go shoot a bigger one with my bow, expanded archery. So, successful 2014 season.